Okay.
So theoretically, you could literally lead him on a wild wolf chase
Does
and like
it does it
drag him away.
prioritize his
It prioritizes heroes.
heroes? Okay. All right. So welcome to the T Tours of Shiver. That would be me. And I'll do my best to provide you with some coverage and hope you don't miss any kills. And I do like still going over the whole squad and who's playing what,
Okay.
even though it's a little bit old-fashioned. But you know, I'm old-fashioned, so it's gonna be Chalice off laners playing the Centaur with FY Rubik, signature hero. Maybe he's gonna play the Troll in the mid lane, and the top lane is also dual lane with X-Nova on the Elder Titan and Ame on the Anti-Mage. In the meantime, on the side of forward, we got Universe Beastmaster supported by MSS Grimstroke, and there's also SVG's Phoenix there, having us have an aggressive tri lane on their side. In the mid lane, it is Resolution's Lycan, and that leaves bottom lane for the Monkey King, which is played by Yawar, and he's a little doomling right now.
30 seconds to battle.
He looks real cute. Who do you feel like won the draft? Is there any clear victor on that one, that side?
I really like the troll pick if the hero's good. I have not seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Lycan has the highest win rate in Dota 2 at the moment. Troll, arguably the hard counter to Lycan. But that was before when he could like bash lock him. You provide the mischance to all units though, which is quite nice. But your concern if you're LGD is what happens if your troll gets roared? Because there's no way to itemize against it. And it's not like you can run into a Monkey King ult either. The name of this game is going to be tempo and pace. And if forward can get tier 1s early, control the map, they should be able to take it. But the LGD lineup is so fast. Like they have these 3 stuns. ET Spirit is affected by Centaur Stampede and slows. So you can do these really cool plays where you Spirit forwards, land it on 2, and then stop, and it's undodgeable. Into a bunch of stuns.
So team synergy is going to be super important for this.
Yeah,
one.
definitely. And if you're forward, you got to make sure you get like this fight. You don't want empty kills. You don't want to be hunting Anti-Mage on one side of the map. You want to be looking to find aggressive positioning in the enemy jungle and take kills into immediate towers. And look for them to try and get a tier 2 even if they get the momentum going in this top or bottom lane really early on.
That's the second boar that PSGLGD has gotten already from this Beastmaster. There's a lot of gold though going their way. And it looks like both teams are kind of scary.
Yeah, for sure.
Both top lane and bottom lane have got the potential for kills, which ripped me, but
I like this ET up top. Like he can actually 2v1. What a ridiculous support hero. He gets level 2.
Yeah. That Inkswell can be very scary though. And it's called the Phantom's Embrace. It's not the alien face.
It's close enough. Dump bottom. This new Centaur is like so confusing to me. I don't actually know like this retaliate. It's just not fair. It feels like at times. Like the idea that you have your QW that traditionally I remember Centaurs would go 4-4-0-1. You're now seeing 1-1-4. That's how good this spell is, and it makes your lane just way too strong. You can already see forward severely behind in all lanes, and if they can't pressure Anti-Mage in the laning phase, I don't know if they're gonna be able to deal with him in this game.
So we know what the plan is for PSGLGD, setting that pace high and basically getting out of control that way. What's forward supposed to do? Like what's their plan? What's their lineup? As Yawar is struggling. Actually, he's struggling a little bit too much right here, and he'll be first blood. FY, easy pickings for him.
SVG? Oh, he's a salve, but
he has a salve, but he's gonna need it.
Wow.
That is a rough start.
I don't even think that Retaliate was up for that. He just ended up going down.
It is such. It's gonna last. It's always 20 seconds that it lasts, and it's super long. Look at this. Look at how hard he hits. Even though he doesn't hit very often, thanks to Mr. SVG right here, it is still very potent, for sure.
This is the downside of Phoenix in the laning phase, though. Like you could argue Rubik is a weaker support, but Phoenix 0 armor. No real method of pushing the lane unless you want to waste your W on it, and your attack range is lower than the Rubik's as well, so you can't really trade effectively, and you don't offer kill potential. It's one of the reasons this hero's fallen out of the meta.
Oh, X-Nova, he's got a Spirit, gets himself some extra attack. Coming in from the back, hoping that he can find something, but the Inkswell will be there, and I think that MSS is fine. Takes a lot of damage, though.
Oh, but I'm blink forwards.
Yeah,
The
he
stomp.
wants to have it. He's gonna get him, too. 2 hits needed, 1, 2, and an extra needed because of the stick charges, but no hope for that. 2-0 in favor of PSG LGD.
Man, this is Elder Titan in a nutshell right here. X-Nova, one of the best in the world at the hero. You can see why. This new style of getting a shield and just regen, you spam Spirit, effectively just win the lane. This is an anti-mage. He doesn't really accomplish anything on his own, but when you can 2v1 enemy off lanes, then makes it pretty easy to last hit as a carry. Ame just chilling.
Yep. I think Resolution is the only one having a decent lane up mid, and even he is not winning his lane, but at least he's not losing it as hard as the rest of his squad. But, we got maybe already 1 level ahead as well. Well, only just half a level ahead. Half a level ahead.
Like how he positioned himself too. He gets both last hits, but ensures that the rune will go his way. SVG with the rotation, but I don't know. Does this work?
They're gonna try. The Inkswell to help out. I think this will work. I think maybe he's dead.
Nice.
There he goes.
That was sick. Nice dual rotate from SVG. Although I'm surprised that Ame died to that. He does have a ward and it's daytime. So he knew that SVG was on the way, but got a little greedy. If he just kills the rune there and runs away, I think he lives for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't aware maybe that the Grimstroke would be close by as well.
And it's got to keep in mind, if you're forward, you got to make sure, like, oh, nice juke on the stun by Yawar. I don't know if that's going to matter because Centaur, but really cool play. That's something we saw Thompson do a whole bunch in the minor qualifiers. He actually just made Monkey King look broken. You disjoint attacks, spells, projectiles when you go into the mischief mode.
It looked like Forward really wanted that rune there, but X-Nova stealing it away in front of him. That means we got 2 for 2 in terms of runes? 3 for 2.
3 for 2. We
3
got a
for
5th
2?
rune.
Yeah. 3 for 1.
That would be cool though if there was one that spawned right in the middle of the river or something.
No.
Okay, how about random runes can spawn at 4 of a randomly generated
How about
12 locations.
If in your team get all 4 runes, you get a 5th. Successfully get all 4 runes, have some extra.
That just makes it maybe.
It's a reward. You got
I
that
like
much control. It's like, all right.
How
well done,
about
you.
if you get all 4 runes, there's a sound that plays and you unlock a feature.
There's a mini game.
Yeah, like it refreshes
No.
your cooldowns or something, like on scan and glyph.
Scan, yes. Glyph 2 OP. Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if you could do something to destroy glyph. Like if there was an item that rendered a tower unglyphable. That might make push lineups too strong.
Yeah, that wouldn't be nice. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
I mean, Universe is already having some troubles here from Ame, but there's going to be a reinforcement coming in from the side, and a hasted troll will do that.
Yep. I love the AM pick for this reason. Like against Beastmaster, they were already confident because if you get ahead in the laning phase, Beastmaster can actually just not play Dota against you anymore. You just blink on top of him constantly.
And I think they would expect him to go back to mid, but instead, maybe is actually going bottom. And they find... Oh, they know though.
Yeah, I like that he turns around and runs immediately to the right, recognizing going up that high ground could lead to his demise.
Well, they had a ward until just now, got countered, so he saw that there were 3, was a little outnumbered, and now he's just wasting time. So good on Forward for making that happen. In the meantime, we got a little bit of a problem here for X-Nova. He will get some help. The Wolf, though, chasing X-Nova, like, knows I have a self. He's fine.
Yeah, it's still a nice play, though, because he didn't lose anything. That rotation looks like wasted time, but X-Nova was sitting mid that entire duration.
Yes.
So it effectively gets a kill in the top wave. He took it himself. And then he forces 3 heroes to be bottom. And Lycan dives mid. He's there to recover with Rubik. I mean, it's fine because LGD maintains a presence in all 3 lanes. And all you want to do if you're LGD is try and maintain that aggressor's advantage. Don't let Forward get a pick off into any towers.
He's gonna use his battle trance finally. He'll just end up dying. Nice rotation from FY coming from the side. In the meantime, Yawar also dies on the bot lane. That was courtesy of Mr. Central. That's 2 versus 1.
Yes, that is Retaliate Dota. Look at the damage right there.
What is it like?
That's right, kids at home. That was 155 plus damage with. Yeah, you're hitting for 250, folks. You're a level 5 hero.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, that is like more than a double damage. In the meantime, Resolution is trying to seek refuge on the top lane. But I don't think he'll find it. He has to go somewhere else to find some farm. I don't think forward is ready to fight, but they're going to try anyway. They're going to try to go on this Elder Titan right here, and Elder Titan has got Stampede to help himself get out. Nobody dead other than the Phoenix that Ame was able to take down. He is, of course, not yet level 6, meaning that there is no egg yet, and Universe is still dead. Resolution. This could have been prevented, mind you. They went in thinking they could fight. Now MSS,
hands off the keyboard!
this is a typical example of the save your body syndrome that MSS fell into, and he died. That's 4 kills on the top lane.
That's pretty much the Giga.
That is... I mean, that is just a mistake of reading the game. That had nothing to do with the draft or anything like that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Can we talk about the Centaur E a little bit more? You realize it still has return? Like, it still does the same return damage. But now, it's like a free ability. It reminds me of Dazzle. Like, oh, why is Dazzle good, Kyle? I don't understand. Oh, maybe because they gave him his same ult, but then added just cooldown reduction for free.
Yep.
It's like when Necro came into the meta, and his E or Q suddenly got the get goal or health and mana back when you kill stuff as well. It's like you give Dota heroes 6 abilities, and yeah, it's going to be strong.
I'm just still baffled. You're still baffled by the retaliate. That's okay. I'm still baffled by that top fight. I think that if they had an egg, that they would have at least have a chance, but
They just the problem. Neither one of their supports is very useful at the moment.
no.
Like, at all, actually. And that's the downside when you look at LGD's lineup. Rubik ET, you're able to push lanes, find kills, set up, defend. Like, you can be pretty much anywhere. Like, look how annoying X-Nova is. Just stalling the game. That creep wave is going to run away.
Well, they're going to try with this smoke, though, to wrap around and maybe get a kill. But this is an Elder Titan they're smoking around for.
And they know, he knows they're there.
Then they already used the scan.
Of the Stampede.
Stampede, X-Nova, he will be the victim if there's no follow-up, if there's nobody helping him out. There's a troll coming to the side. X-Nova will indeed be the victim, but perhaps, maybe, can get some return kills here going for MSS. Will get that kill, gets himself out, or perhaps the Inkswell holding him in position for now. The lifesteal. Like a no running away for him, and Rubik that also turned into Wolf helping out.
That's never going to work, Sheeves.
Ooh.
You get scanned. You know it's an Elder Titan. Like, the worst hero to die.
Ugh.
How much health did he have, X-Nova?
Too many. Too much.
1,000 health with no
1,000 health.
stats, okay? You're diving above a tier 2.
For a position 5.
It is the easiest play in the world for the rest of PSG LGD to just rotate in and effectively pincer forward against the trees and the edge of the world.
There's hope, though.
What?
There is hope for forward gaming. Even though you wouldn't say it right now.
Oh, that's true. They're not eliminated if they lose this.
That's not what I meant, but that is true as well. What I meant was that there is now online a supernova.
Oh, that's good.
This could be the way back, but they can kill the egg. Oh my, there's a lot of pressure on SPG right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's all coming down to him and his spirits and his egg. Oh, what's happening here? That's a courier. Oh no, that's not a courier. Fortify on the courier. You are the position
2,200
one
health. This
Monkey King. Oh my god, he's so poor.
Yeah. Another buff to the strength heroes, outside of the strength now giving plus magic resist, is I really like phase boots on heroes like Centaur nowadays. Because you traditionally had issues with attack speed and armor. These boots now give that to you, along with the phase increased move speed. And you just catch people. But you get that bonus 5 armor. Traditionally, Centaurs, you'd go the same items, but you'd be susceptible to minus armor like the entire game. But especially after the change to the calculations, being able to pick up that free +5 is so clutch on these strength melee offlaners. You got a nice smoke coming out, but at the same time, this feels like that last mishap top lane where you're just running into near certain demise. And I love the warding from LGD. Look at this triangle they have, just controlling their own vision, or their own jungle rather. And look at X-Nova.
Again,
the positioning. He's too smart.
Oh, better yet. I think that PSG LGD is the one to want to fight. They smoked up behind them, and they are looking to flank them from the rear. SVG is going to be the first target, is able to get himself out. Boar scouting it out. In comes the roar as well.
Too early.
That is on the Elder Titan, but there's no follow-up damage. Maybe from some Yeah, from the boars. That was all. But MSS is the one to fall for that. The HAL, FY still having the wolf form in the meantime. There is an egg, but can they take it down? Yes, they can. PSG LGD now returning.
Oh, he stole the roar.
And he stole the roar. Gets the kill. What is happening? Forward Gaming. That is, oh, from the high ground. Ame. Again, the mana void up as well. That is underestimating your opponent. And like, I don't know. Why?
Why would you do that? Oh, no.
Yeah.
The hands are off the keyboard, Chiefs. There's no hope for
There
him
is
now.
actually no...
Maybe literally not even needing to use his buttons to finish off that kill on resolution.
Radiant's
So,
middle tower is
coming
under
in
attack.
to this game, or to this series, I should say, I thought Forward was better than this. I feel like they're making pressured mistakes that they normally don't.
I think they're a bit outdrafted, to be fair.
Okay.
This is pretty similar to what I saw the last time a team tried to like all in with the Beastmaster Lycan. I feel like it could be effective, but you gotta switch up the support duo. You can't have this combination of cores that want to snowball and immediately take dominance of a map by like the early mid game, and then pick two supports in Grimstroke Phoenix that don't really offer any ganking potential, are not really the strongest laners, and just simply don't have the impact you're looking for when you go for these early skirmishes around the 8 to 12 minute mark. Like that entire first nighttime, LGD had free reign of the map, and they're just cleaning house. Look at how many Wraith Bands they have. Another underestimated. They've got 6 Wraith Bands, 2 Bracers. On the side of Forward, only 2 Wraith Bands.
Uh-oh. That's it. We figured it out, guys. The key to success in Dota 2. Ooh, Roar on FY Universe. Can he take him down? In comes Ignova with the stomp. Stampede, away or stay, away or stay. They're going in anyway. Chalice coming in with the hoof stomp. That is Beastmaster taking a lot of damage, getting healed up by SVG. He will not survive, however. Chalice now. Is there another egg? There's an egg. They get a kill. They might be able to turn this around. In comes Jawar. Monkey King getting himself out. It's a 1-for-1 trade. This is a good trade for Forward. This is a great trade for Forward.
That's true. Is it though?
Yes. Anything that is a trade is win for them.
That's true.
Because they've been losing all the fights. If they can actually have a fight without it being a straight up loss,
I
that's
just
awesome.
don't know how they're gonna kill anybody. I mean, you took
They
out
just
a
killed Centaur, the tankiest one in the land.
But that was like that was an unfair fight. He was all alone against numerous heroes. They egged for it.
Well, that is how you fight. You single out your enemy. It's not. Do you think that on the battlefield in the old times, people wanted to have a fair fight? No, it's about strategizing so that you create an advantage for yourself, and that is what Forward Gaming did.
I didn't know you were a military tactician, Chief.
I read books.
No.
Sometimes. You
That'd be
are
interesting.
with a double damage rune.
ever
I
read-
like that he tried, but it's a little bit
we
sad.
should write a Dota version of like Sun Tzu's Art of War, like and then have fake quotes like Obi-Wan, "The high ground is everything," and then clips.
Oh,
of people feeding
SVG.
Oh no.
And this is, you know how you create advantages for yourself? Pick off strategies. That's exactly what's happening right now. The hoof stomp coming
the
out.
The snare.
And the snare. That's it. The stampede as well. It's just all too much for Forward to take in. They get a victory somewhere across the map, and they get all cocky and thinking, hey, we turn it around, and then they don't.
I love this style from maybe the triple Wraith Bands. He played so fast and offensive into the Yasha, straight for a blink. Like, such an underrated item on Troll, and I'm so sick of seeing certain cores played to just all in and effectively just farm their next item the entire game. When you get a blink or a Shadow Blade, look at the kind of plays you can make. One stun, he's immediately initiated. That's a dead Beastmaster. That's all the blink dagger right there.
Radiant's top tower is
And he
falling.
has snare at play.
You don't even need build-up anymore on AM, on any of these heroes. You literally just buy Wraith Bands. Doesn't matter how much they get nerfed, until there's some viable alternatives, you're just going to see this all day, every day. And look at Ame's item choice as well.
Radiant's
The
middle
old
tower
school AM build.
The Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad's after the Battle Fury. I really like it. The new Vlad's is very strong, and it's easy aura and lifesteal aura. Or armor, lifesteal, and damage aura.
Can they do something against this? I don't think they can.
It's too
They
late.
don't. Okay.
What do you-
But maybe they can get one. Ex Nova, he was out without his team. He is able to get out of the Wukong's command, but not out of the high ground just yet. Chalice has not got a Stampede available. He'll die too. Forward Gaming, can they find more, or should they just be happy with what they got? Yawar doesn't see FY.
Sheaves, it's a 15k gold in 18 minutes.
Yeah, but they did just win a fight. Look at
How?
this.
Troll's about to have BKB, Sheaves.
You
I
gotta,
admire the optimism.
you gotta always believe that there's a chance in Dota 2. You know, that's the whole thing. That's the game. You remember when there were games where Dota Plus says there's a 2% chance this team is still gonna win, and
but
sometimes that 2% is all you need.
Eternal Envy's not in this game, Sheaves.
It also happens remarkably in games where he's not playing.
Okay. If
Sometimes.
Forward wins this game,
What will you do?
I will
Bye.
move to a country of Twitch chat's choosing.
That's you shouldn't do that.
I will put up a straw poll, and that'll be the end of it.
Oh, can we go into
For a minimum of 6
LGD's room, please? And maybe I don't know, someone trip over an internet cable or something. A country of Twitch chats choosing?
Dire's top
Anywhere.
tower is
There's some
under
countries
attack.
that haven't really explored the internet. Yeah,
That's fine. Who needs the internet?
you do for your job.
I'll get a satellite phone. Actually, that's not true. I'll just take one of Sheaver's phones. Highlight of my day today. Sheaves, first off, has 2 phones. Second, had never heard the song 2 Phones by Kevin Gates. And that is her new unofficial anthem. Letting y'all know.
You guys, the reason I have 2 phones is not because I bought 2, but I got one for free and I'm using it for watching Dota while
Radiant
also
are
still being able to
scanning.
browse the webs.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, this smoke, Forward Gaming.
I got
Seeking to
2
find a target, but
phones,
Ame
one for the
is
dog.
already out. Ame got the runes, is all he cared for, and he's not going to be the victim today. Chalice might be, though. No, he won't be. He's fine.
Regeneration.
So Forward winning this, country of Twitch chats choosing. Let's see if Forward can make it happen. They're seeming a little bit extra careful, but they gotta be even more careful now that there's a smoke on the side of PSG LGD, and they're gonna find a target. That is Yawar. He's trying to mischief us off, but it can't happen, and he drops. He is actually made out of paper. Now Chalice jumping in, going for the Phoenix first. No egg for this fight. Maybe they can just roll forward and get in this tier 3 tower, and I mean, they might even be able to take racks.
Sheaves is 22k in 20 minutes. This is what we call a shellacking, an old school smack down. This
Yoy,
is
yoy, yoy, yoy,
Undertaker, the steel chair to the face. This is getting your glove removed and slapped in the face.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It's bad.
It is pretty bad.
I mean,
Is it
props to
actually?
LGD.
This is not old draft though.
It is
Surely.
a lot of draft and a lot just LGD looking like a superior team.
Okay.
And I'm not surprised. Like, not to knock on Forward, they haven't looked great, and not gonna lie, but
Ooh,
losing
that's
a
an
liquid.
Aegis. Chalice though, he's going in.
T ult.
ATL missed. Yawar trying to get himself out. Wukong's command is active. He can't do anything though. In the meantime, the rest of his team trying to take care of Xnova, but can't
One's
even do
taking
that.
damage.
FY, he is up in the air with the Yule Scepter, and in comes Chalice once more. That is 3 dead on the side
That's it.
of
That's
Forward
it.
Gaming. 4 dead. And I don't think that MSS is going to live here either. That's a team wipe, and a GG is called. 22 minutes is all it took for PSG LGD to get the victory over Forward Gaming, meaning they get a 2-0, and that this series is done.
Yep. They won all the lanes. They had a much easier time making rotations and finding skirmishes. They had superior late game and team
Yep.
fight. It's an outdraft, it's an outplay, it's an outclass.
It's over. You know what that also means? That Forward Gaming is now lowest in the group, and there will be one decider match, one best of 3 between the 2 teams that were victorious against Forward Gaming, because next up in this group is PSG LGD taking on Team Liquid, and the winner of that best of 3 will be a winner of the group and therefore top 3 of the
Yep.
event and in the upper bracket finals.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to LGD Liquid. I mean,
Yeah.
this reminds me, PSG LGD, a lot of people would say, was the best team at TI.
Mm-hmm.
OG won the title, but LG was on some stuff.
Yes.
And this is a team that looks like